I'm going to cut this skin out, and you can see by pulling this up, it's going to tighten this contour so much.
This patient lost a lot of weight, about 175 pounds after a gastric sleeve operation about 5 years ago. And he's got a lot of issues, not just with the front chest, but also with the side, and I'll show you in a little bit with his back. What I'm planning on doing is what I call an upper body lift or a torsoplasty. He's coming to me from out of state because I've done this type of surgery plenty of times before. This is kind of similar to people who lose a lot of weight and need a lower body lift that goes all the way around for their belly and their lower back and butt, but this is for the upper back and upper chest and the side chest. This is a really extensive procedure, but it's comprehensive. You have to look at the body not just as a front and side, but how it relates to itself 360 degrees. He's got really large breasts, but it's not just a fullness issue. He's also got low, loose hanging skin, and also his nipple position is not in the right place. His nipples are not even on his pec muscle. They need to be somewhere up here. They're about 3 inches too low. He's got classically a grade 4 gynecomastia. You can see the fullness and the looseness of the skin extends to the side as well. And so if I just take care of this, none of this is gonna be taken care of. So this incision has to also involve removing this loose skin and extra fullness on the side too. Doing small incision techniques here with liposuction and taking the gland out will just leave him with just a deflated skin pocket, or what I call the empty sock look. Not only that, it won't lift the nipples, so I gotta cut all of this out and move his nipples to the right position. What's very typical with massive weight loss is that it doesn't just happen on the front or the side. It affects the body circumferentially, and you can see that roll that he had on his side chest continues to have laxity here, but also this other roll here that is not even due to his chest exists. If I stop the incision here, it would address this, but it wouldn't address this, and this is what really bothers him. And what you have to do is lift this up. A lot of people think like, oh, I'll just do a lower body lift and it'll take care of this roll, but it doesn't. You can see when I pull down on here where you do when you do a lower body lift, this roll is not doing anything. You can see here when I lift this up, what that does to here. In order to achieve that surgically, I gotta carry that excision all the way around, and that's why it's called an upper body lift or a torsoplasty.
I already did the back, and I lifted all this up off of his back muscle. This is his latissimus muscle, the lats. And so I'm gonna cut this skin out, and you can see by pulling this up, it's gonna tighten this contour so much. So now the next step is to make this bottom incision and remove all this skin. Here's a case update. I finished doing the back, and now he's chest up, and you can see already the improvement of this contour here. Before he had a bunch of rolls here, and that's nice and smooth. And you can see now when I go to cut this out and close this, that's gonna take care of the rest of this. So I'm gonna make this incision, lift this up, bring it down, cut the extra out, and then get the nipples, made them much smaller too, and I'm gonna sew them in the proper position. So you have to thin these areola grafts, because if you just leave a lot of breast tissue behind it, there's not going to be a way for that blood supply from the chest to get into here to keep it alive. So you thin it, and that's really how much you thin is based on experience, but this is nice and thin. And then I'm going to remove this skin here and then sew this into place. And then the blood flow from the skin of the chest is going to go into that graft and keep it alive. So this patient came to me with extreme gynecomastia and massive weight loss. I did an upper body 360-degree lift. He's sitting about 60 degrees now, and look at this contour compared to the before. His incisions really nice and symmetric. I did a special suture technique to kind of create this pec shape here, and his nipples now are on his chest, whereas before they were below. And the other thing I want to point your attention to is the side too. You see this now, no more roll of fat and back roll. That was taken care of because we did a 360 and the stuff from the back pulled that up. The other thing I want to mention is the total weight here was about 6.5 pounds as well. That's weight that he would never be able to get off. Why? Because that was all loose skin. You can actually see he's got a very good chest shape. This contour is perfect now. No more hanging skin. That angle is about 170 degrees as opposed to 20 degrees. And this upper pec to lower pec is very nice and masculine. Areolas are smaller in the right position. He's going to do fantastic. I'm going to put the dressings on. I'll get him to the recovery room. Until next time, guys.